All right, Behan. Turn your star and letter of resignation over to Kavanaugh.
Let's see your letter and star first.
It's right here. Hold it.
Here, Kavanaugh. I don't want anyone to say I killed a U.S. Marshal.
Now, we're just citizens, Johnny. You don't have a bunt line, so I won't use mine. I'll just use the short Colt.
Call it off, Mr. Behan. You're not in Earp's class with a gun.
That's what everyone thinks. I might surprise them.
Yeah, you might.
Do me one favor, Wyatt.
What favor?
Kill him. He'll never give you the chance again.
At least put him out of business.
Well, he sure deserves killing. This close enough, Johnny?
No, further back. I don't want anyone to say I didn't drop you from a fair distance.
That's right. You are known for being fair, aren't you? Go ahead, Johnny. I'll let you start for your gun first.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be.
Howdy, Ayers. Marshal. Let's get off the trail.
Well, it looks like my undercover work has finally paid off. I found out where old man Clanton hides the silver he steals from Wells Fargo. He has a cache on the desert somewhere near Cactus Well.
Well, there's a lot of desert around there, Mr. Ayers.
I know. But Pony Deal and some of the boys are going to bring a silver shipment to my place tonight. I'm supposed to fence it for the old man. They'll get their load from somewhere near Cactus Well.
Good work. We'll try and jump him. I want to thank you.
Don't you thank me, Mr. Earp. After all, you saved my life, and old man Clanton had me nailed as a tip-off man. I won't forget that. I just hope you find their hiding place.
You go ahead. I'll wait until after you're gone.
Good luck, sir.
Why do you reckon Wyatt wanted us to meet him here, Doc?
Well, something he couldn't talk about at the jail. Sheriff Johnny Behan's been spying for old man Clanton, as usual.
Johnny Behan. You know, Doc, that feller puzzles me. He'd make close to $30,000 a year just to collecting fees and taxes. Now, you tell me why he has to be a crook.
Well, it's born in a man. Reminds me of a house gambler who earns an honest 10%, and he still has to cheat. Larceny is excitement to some men, Gibbs. Stimulates them.
Yeah, but they usually get caught. Don't they ever figure that?
It's part of the excitement and drama they feed on. But we're all eventually exposed.
Exposed? What do you mean by that?
By the recording angel, my dear Gibbs. I toast him quite often. Boy, can you imagine the black pages that he's filled in under my name?
Come on over here. This is Cactus Well, here.
I've camped there.
Now, Pony Deal and some of the Clanton boys are making a silver delivery to Ayers after dark. Somewhere in this area, the whole cache is stolen silver.
It's tough hunting in the desert, Wyatt.
I know. I aim to jump Pony Deal and the boys right here at Cactus Well. That is, if they stop to water their horses. Maybe one of them will talk.
How are we going to get out of town without being asking any questions?
Well, I've taken our rifles and trail gear out of the jail. We'll load up in the alley and hope that Behan doesn't get onto us.
What if he does and tips off the Clantons?
I don't think he'll have time. Anyway, I doubt that he'd have the gall to interfere openly.
I sure hope he does. Ain't no law says I can't kill a sheriff, but accidentally kill a sheriff, you know, if he mixes in a gunfight without a law.
Mr. Gibbs, I don't want Behan killed. A term in prison for him is enough to ask.
Yes, sir.
Deacon Earp wants the recording angel to take care of Johnny.
And that goes for you too, Doc. Come on. Well, now, where are they going?
Looks to me like they've packed for a long trail, Johnny.
Wyatt should have told me. If he's heading for the desert, he'll need help.
What's going on in the desert tonight?
Go round up a posse. I'm the sheriff, and it's my job to help Wyatt.
Yes, sir. Come on, hustle it up. That moon's getting too bright to fool around here.
Well, it's a long pull to Charleston. We better wet down our horses.
He's right, Pony. We better get some water.
I guess he is. All right. We'll take 5 minutes. No time. Let's get out of here. Halt! Halt!
We'll make sure of those two. We'll trail the others later.
Get off that wagon, drop that gun.
Let's get him up to the wagon. Where's old man Clanton hide the rest of this stuff?
They're too scared to talk, Wyatt. Let's give them the Apache treatment.
Too cruel.
No. Simply stake them out when the sun comes up.
I favor the Sioux treatment. Scalp 'em, a square inch at a time.
Can't do that either. You men can save yourself a lot of time in prison if you'll cooperate with the law.
How much time?
4 years out of a 5-year sentence, maybe.
4 years, sir. Well, Here comes old man Clanton. Here, take him.
Get out! It's Johnny Behan. Hold your fire. Doc, you take the silver on into Wells Fargo. I'm going to have to trust Behan with these prisoners. Mr. Gibbs and I are going to go after Pony Deal and the other man who got away.
What was that about trusting me with the prisoners?
Just what I said, Johnny. Don't let them get away.
I resent this, Wyatt. I brought the posse down here to help you.
Oh, you move me to tears, Johnny.
He gives me anguish in my abdomen.
Now, you men listen to me. I don't trust Behan, and I don't trust Cavanaugh, his office boy. Anything happens to Dr. Holliday or this silver, each of you's going to have to answer to me.
This is plain slander.
I repeat myself, Johnny, and add that the same goes double for you. Doc?
You got to lock us up, Sheriff. Until Holliday turns in the silver and goes to bed, then you can both escape. Well, how do we do that? You trick Deputy Cavanaugh here, lock him in your cell, and take off. Make it look good. Give him about a half-hour head start, then yell for help. You get out to old man Clanton's fast. Tell him that Earp is poking around Cactus Well, looking for his main silver hideout.
Don't worry, we'll have the boys out there on time. We'll clean it out, and Earp will never find it.
Let's go, boys.
What? Roscoe wants to know, are we going to have to go back out there to that desert?
You tell Roscoe, yes, we're going to have to go back out to the desert. Right now, I want to talk to our prisoners.
Wyatt! Johnny let the prisoners escape as soon as I went to sleep.
Well, if that don't beat all, sure depend on that Behan to cross you up.
Yeah, you sure can. You go tell that sheriff I want to see him, and I want to see him right now. If he gives you any lip, you stick that cannon in his belly.
I'll fetch him for you, Wyatt. It'll be a pleasure.
I want him alive. Go on, Mr. Gibbs. You cool off, Doc. Go on. So they tricked Kavanaugh, locked him in their cell, and just rode right out of town, huh?
Exactly.
You're a liar.
I've taken all I'm going to take from you. We'll settle this with guns.
Wonderful.
He ain't no match for you, Wyatt. That's a sure enough trick.
Hold on. I got an idea. Why don't both you gentlemen write out your resignations and turn in your stars? Then neither one of you can be accused of shooting a fellow officer.
That suits me fine. Kavanaugh, give me a pen and paper.
I kind of admire your nerve, Johnny. Shotgun, give me some paper.
Kavanaugh, you hold my letter of resignation and star. And you be a witness that this was a fair fight.
Here's mine. Let's get it over with. It's close enough for you, Johnny?
No, further back. I'm as good a shot as you are.
All right. You don't have a bunt line, so I won't use mine. I'll use the short Colt. Go ahead, Johnny. I'll let you go for your gun first.
The devil's getting anxious for Behan, Wyatt.
He's too scared to draw.
Why didn't you shoot?
Too easy, Johnny.
Why, you...
Keep out of my way, Johnny. Next time I may have to hurt you.
Maybe you should have shot him.
No, the beating was better. It was his own doing.
You mean his undoing?
Precisely. The people would have said Behan didn't have a chance in a gunfight against you. But they'll remember it, and he'll never forget it. He was spared your bullet, and he lost the fight. There was style to you, Deacon, the way you handled him.
Oh, and he was madder than an old wet hen. Why, if he couldn't have hit you, he'd have plumb exploded.
Let's get started for the desert.
Are we bringing in more prisoners for Behan to turn loose?
There are 4 men that we have to catch, and Behan won't turn them loose. I promise you that. Wait a minute.
Congratulations, Marshal. That silver you recovered will weigh out close to $10,000.
Oh, thank you. I'm going after Pony Deal and that other Clanton man. Hope to find that whole cache.
Well, say,
I'd like you to bring a posse out to Cactus Well. You know where it is?
Yes.
Time yourself so you get there just about sundown.
Sundown, right.
Oh, kind of sneak out of town to the trail. Behan will be watching you, and I don't want him to see you.
I understand.
Good. We'll circle the town before we head south.
Well, you used your head for once, being the way you turned my boys loose.
I can't do it again, so don't expect it.
Just give me a little warning. I got bail money.
I'll give you a warning right now. You better have 50,000 in cash and camp right here.
How's that?
Earp left town. Wells Fargo's getting up a posse. And if they bring in any more of your boys, you'll have to move fast. Bail them out and tell them to get lost.
Jump bail and cost me my money? Oh, no.
Money? You want Earp to come up with confessions?
No, I see the point. I sure enough don't want that. But ain't nothing to worry about, though. My boys will be gone long before Earp gets anywhere close.
I hope you're right. Because if you are, I'll make a fool out of Earp.
Reckon they got that silver up one of them draws, Wyatt?
Well, Pony Dill and his men were at the well when we jumped him. I figure it's a one-drink haul from the well to where the silver is.
How far is a one-drink haul on water?
On the desert at night, about 10 miles. It's about 8 miles back to the well. You good for another 2 miles?
I hope I can borrow a drink from Thacker for the return trip. Tell me, Wyatt, how much interest does Wells Fargo charge on a pint?
Come on. Up that draw somewhere. Mr. Gibbs, you and Doc circle. I'll go in from here.
You're surrounded!
Guido! Let's kill him.
No, sir. Wyatt won't think we should have killed any of them.
If Behan doesn't turn him loose, Clanton will get him off.
Why'd you throw that rock? You didn't have to kill him?
Well, I give him a chance to surrender, Wyatt.
They were shooting at us, Wyatt.
Yeah.
This was a plain massacre. We was all asleep.
You tell that in court, Pony.
You'll never get us to no court.
Let's move him out. We gotta meet Thacker at Cactus Well.
Come along, boys.
Glad to see you, Mr. Thacker.
Did you find the silver cache?
Mr. Gibbs will lead you to it.
Good. What about the prisoners?
Well, Doc Holliday and I'll handle them.
Well, this is Clanton country, Wyatt. Shouldn't you wait for us to come back before you take them in?
It won't matter. Clanton will spring him in Tombstone.
We're not gonna take him to Tombstone.
When'll I be seeing you, Wyatt?
Tomorrow sometime. Look down Allen Street.
All right, let him in.
Howdy, Captain Rowland.
Good evening, Marshal. Doc. Glad to see you again.
Well, good to see you, Captain. Say, is that private jail of yours still in good shape?
I may be retired, sir, but I always keep my brig tidy and clean.
No offense, Captain.
Even though you did tell me not to use it anymore.
Well, Captain, as a U.S. Marshal and with federal prisoners, I'd kind of like to borrow that jail of yours for one night.
I guess I can make an exception in your case. Marshal, you and Doc are real welcome. Mrs. Rowland's been finding things a little dull at the ranch lately.
Take him on in, Doc. I can't throw Sheriff Behan into jail for malfeasance as you did, sir. Even if I had proof, Tombstone jury probably wouldn't convict. Old man Clanton has too much influence.
Could be. Could be. Why not pick a fight with Behan and kill him?
Here.
Well, I already tried that, Captain.
He couldn't bring himself to kill the dear man.
Well, anyway, the politicians have just put in a new sheriff. Just as bad, maybe worse.
Could it be at all possible that you, temporarily, use my, what you refer to, private navy?
Well, that'd be quite possible, sir, providing I could swear them all in as special deputies.
Well, I'd have to think about that.
You heard anything about Earp? He's got Pony Deal and Dongo and Sholto.
No. But he wouldn't take prisoners to Bisbee or Tucson.
Well, where is he then? He can't just disappear. I ain't happy about this, Behan. I ain't happy at all. That posse killed more of my boys. They got my silver. And on top of that, they're accusing me of stealing it.
Well, didn't you?
Well, of course I did. Ain't nobody else in this territory could pile up that much silver. The point is, I got to know what them boys are going to say.
Have you got bail money?
Sure, I got bail money. But supposing Earp insists on holding them incommunicado.
Judge Spicer, Earp's friend, won't be back until tomorrow.
He can turn down bail himself. He don't need Spicer for that.
You're right. He might refuse your money.
Bail money. That Johnny Law, he's gone too far.
I'll tell you what.
Hush up. I'm studying this. Well, he's only got 2 men he can count on. And that ain't enough. I'll show him how to bail somebody out of jail.
You better bring at least 30 guns.
I can do my own thinking, Sonny. You just be where I can get my hands on you.
You don't need me in this.
Oh, you running out of town?
Not me. I wouldn't miss your showdown with Earp. I like you both too much. After you, Mr. Clanton.
Why, it's a dirty Yankee trick. That low-down Rowland helping him out agin me.
Roland was never a friend of yours.
Nobody asked you if he was or he wasn't. Now you figure a way to get them boys out of jail.
It's too late. Earp outsmarted us. There's nothing anyone can do now.
How long do you want us to stay in town, Marshal?
Till Judge Spicer gets back and he can drain these hoodlums.
Fair enough. Our boys have earned a holiday. We'll give it to them.
I'll meet you at the jail. What are you loafing around for, Johnny? Go on over to the jail and sweep out 3 cells. Well, don't break the broom. We can't afford a new one until next month.
Well, he cleaned up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail. and none can deny it. The legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail. Oh, Wyatt Earp, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame.